Bautista Agut, but also he's talked a lot about how he's been working on shot tolerance, Ben Shelton, making sure he stays in points, waits for the right opportunity. And again, see the difference.
Could be such an important shot for Ben Shelton going forward the rest of his career, the firepower that he possesses. Okay, that's his quickest of the day so far, 124. Just had to remind myself what he was getting up to last year here. Hit a couple of... Yeah, that second serve is just not going to get it done. Middle of the box. And Shelton just took no prisoners with that forehand. He's mixing it up nicely so far, Ben Shelton. We've seen the drop shot, we've seen him use that backhand slice.
30. Yes. Advantage, Bautista.
That was an excellent forehand though, right on the line.
Game.
It's an encouraging start for Ben Shelton, but Roberto Bautista Agut is able to save that.
But Ben Shelton was like, hey, it's allowed though, isn't it? And it sure is. And, you know, he had a comment. But he did make the comment that even though he likes it, he thinks that other players maybe won't like it. Yeah, I mean, as a player, you can kind of hold up your racket and wait for the people to sit down, but it is allowed.
This time Bautista Agut was up to it quickly, and after saving a break point in his last game, he's now got one of his own.
Drop shots that he didn't actually run for, but now he's getting a beat on when Ben is using it, which is...
Shelton.
And ace number 3 to come through the game. So both players have saved break points in the early stages here.
Shelton leads 2-1.
Shelton who leads 2-1.
First set.
But Bautista does talk about how Juan Carlos Ferrero and David Ferrer
that's a great return.
$30-40.
Yeah, smart serving there from Bautista Agut. I think
Ben still thinks it was out.
Advantage. Game, Bautista.
Well, it's another good holds for Bautista Agut. That's now 3 breakpoint chances that Ben Shelton has had a look at, but hasn't been able to convert on any of them thus far.
kind of all the memorabilia that they give the players. Ben Shelton so far inside that service line on the volley.
That's really well played again. I mean, Bautista Agut must have been 2-3 meters behind the baseline there. That's a good return from Bautista Agut, but Shelton dealt with it really well. And comes through in the end from 40 love up. Threw Roberto to the floor, and actually the whole of the horse fell on Roberto Bautista Agut as he fell down as well. All his family have just been massively into horses his whole life. His dad actually had a horrible... touch on the leg from Ben Shelton.
Yeah, Ben Shelton just feeling that lob over Bautista, and why not go for the between the legs? It would take too much effort to get around that ball right now, especially in this heat. As we saw before, it was 91 degrees when these guys got out on court.
Oh, it's a shame, because he'd worked so hard to get back to neutral at that point. Oh, yeah, right on the baseline. So first service game for Bautista Agut that he doesn't actually have to save a break points. That'll feel nice.
3 games all. First set.
A bit of a rare Spaniard, I guess. Someone that would probably prefer the quicker courts than the slower clay courts.
Ben Shelton does the same thing. Look how quick he moves inside that service line and finishes on top of the net, taking time away from Bautista.
Final. $30-15.
Bautista Agut was even going to bother trying to get up to that one.
30 all.
Shelton.
Shelton.
This time the tweener does pay off for Bautista Agut.
Tweener sure did pay off, and not only that, I think Bautista Agut gave him maybe a little fist to the face here after the spiciness that we saw in the changeover. That extra bit of jump on the ball because he was actually falling backwards there, but he was able to get the ball up and down with that extra wrist movement.
Before Bautista Agut delivered that second deal, and look at the reaction from Ben Shelton. Finally,
allow 15.
That's a good second serve.
I mean, that is a nasty slider short in the box. And
well, that would have been a pretty special way. So finished in style. And a great opening set of tennis for the 13 seed. A little bit of needle between the two of them as well. He was finally able to convert on one of them, and it's going to be Bautista Agut to start us off here in the second.
Out. 30 left.
Ben Shelton's able to capitalize.
Left. Game Bautista.
It's a good positive start for Bautista Agut.
First game, second set.
Movement. You know, you can always continue to work on your movement no matter how fast you are. You know, no matter how fast you are, you can always work on your movement to be faster.
15.
I don't know whether he has been working with Gabe Echeverria as his fitness trainer. Gabe Echeverria used to work for the USTA, then went to Tennis Australia, and then came back and now is full-time with Ben Shelton as of the beginning of this year. And you see that extra fitness level.
13-15.
It's interesting because as big as Ben Shelton's first serve is, you actually look at the numbers in terms of
40-15.
Yeah, you sure would. And again, that's where he wants to keep working on that serve, right? To keep the percentage high, but then also be able to mix it up.
He's trying to go full Karolina Muchova. Well, it's a super start from Shelton. Oh, wow. Two incredible returns.
Yeah, just like how he's moving around. He's keeping his feet moving, and that's exactly what his dad, Brian Shelton's.
Yeah, I think he maybe just got a little too confident there. Yeah, that's that rally tolerance you were talking about, Nick.
Is to push his opponent further back behind the baseline, because Bautista typically likes to be a little bit closer, but he just is getting pushed 15 feet behind the baseline, opening up more angles for the floor.
Yes.
He's done well, actually, break point down, Bautista Agut today. He's found some good serves. It's a shame. It's a great return.
Are you a big bagel guy? Every single day here in New York, his trainer Gabe Echeverry said he lost a bet to Ben and had to pay for breakfast the last couple days. You know, but players are creatures of habit, right? You know, if something feels good.
40-15.
I think it's is it the middle Sunday?
Yeah.
Has looked sharp when he's come forward today.
And he sure has. One of the 8
balls. You can watch match highlights, live 3D views of all singles matches this year as well.
.3D views, that's awesome.
Yeah, I've not actually checked it out yet.
Yeah.
Have you?
We got to.
Yeah.
Out, 30-11.
Again, it's that off-the-ball movement there from Ben Shelton. Hits the return and then just charges forward. Bautista Agut then knows he's got to do something pretty special with the next backhand. It's one of the more straightforward service games that Bautista Agut has had today.
Leads 3-2, second set, first set.
Keeps his nose out in front, leading 3-2 now.
Yeah, you know, we always talk about how players have different paths to come up the rankings, and Ben Shelton actually didn't start until he was 12 years old. That's when he started playing tennis regularly. He actually didn't want to play tennis. He was playing football instead. He thought tennis was pretty boring.
Man, it's just been a ridiculous rise, hasn't it, up the rankings over the last couple of years. He had such an odd season really last year, didn't he? Because he did a great job at the Australian Open and then basically just did nothing until the US.
At the end of April, stayed all the way through the grass. So played the clay and grass in Europe, didn't come back to the States. You know, wanted to get that experience of taking some. Wow. 133 with ease, actually.
It's just so big.
Yeah, and Bautista Agut now starting to change up his pattern and routine. So 80%. He realized that Ben Shelton's getting forward before him. Now he wants to be the aggressor.
It's just a joke how big that forehand is. It's been about 21 years, hasn't it, since the last American man to win a Grand Slam. You had to answer right now, Nick. Who's going to be the next?
15.
Oh, some start to the game, this, for Shelton. Love 30. Oh, it's just wide. And serving here at 4-3 in front. That is pretty much perfect.
12 years old. There are always guys that he was chasing after, and he knew he had to improve quickly and get that room for improvement. And that's why, you know, even now when he's playing, that he can do, and that's why he works so hard to chase everyone down and win that Grand Slam.
So certainly looked quicker than 113 miles an hour.
And now he's in the top 20 and trying to work his way up to #1 in the world.
So much kick on that serve. And what again?
Yeah, when he's out there, you just never know what you're going to get, right? We've seen just a mixed bag of athleticism.
Et final. $30-15.
With the volley, but the forehand must have been hit at about 140 miles an hour.
Back to Ben Shelton. He had the whole court here with the Bautista Agut. I thought, okay, angle volley, Ben's not going to run for it. But you give him a forehand there. See you later. He said, thank you very much.
Of that forehand, and immediately Ben Shelton goes favourite to win that point.
Yes. Advantage Bautista Agut.
Yeah, good serve. And the Spaniard comes through the game, saves the set point, and asks the serve it out question here of the American. 5-4 now.
And 1 set to love.
In this set, he also had one in the opening set as well.
59.
Yeah, but that definitely erases the chances very quickly. That's the interesting part for Ben Shelton is when he needs a point, he knows he can go for the 133, 132, but then by the same token, it's like, wait a second.
To 4.
He is a showman.
Now look, trying to get the crowd up on him.
Australian Open last year.
Touch it up.
Yeah, and if you look at this game, this match, you know, Bautista Agut isn't doing all too much wrong. I mean, he's got 8 winners, 13 unforced errors, so he's, if he can.
Yeah, we've seen him do that a few times today, Shelton. Yeah, here he comes again, and all of a sudden this game's just got a little more interesting.
So he's got a high percentage as well, 70% for Bautista.
Game.
Comes up with a big first serve when he needs it, though.
Bautista.
Got to get off to a positive start in this third set, you feel.
Yeah, I think he'll take that bachelor party in London and maybe even extend it a couple days after making the semifinals of Wimbledon.
Yeah. Oh, he volleys so well. And that was a great reflex.
So reach the volleys like this.
Game.
Ace number 13.
But I did like how he went short in front of Bautista, made him come up with something there. Didn't spread the court too much. Bautista.
Oh, he's done a really good job there, Shelton. That could have been awkward.
Once again, I like how when he did get up to this ball here, you don't want to spread the angle too much. It's almost like a drop shot right in front of you, so you want to keep the ball in front of you so that then Bautista would have to try to find the angle.
It's a casual final put away from Bautista Agut. Shelton thought about trying to...
Game Bautista.
It's a good hold, 15-30 down there.
15 love.
I think the biggest thing that we've seen from Ben Shelton is just his movement throughout the day. He's been moving extremely well, a lot of small, quick steps. And that's something that he wants to have consistently happen day in and day out. Gabe Echeverria, his fitness trainer.
It's a super game, just over about a minute.
Love.
And that's where Bautista once again is at his best. If you're hitting the ball down the middle to him, he does a good job of getting space around the ball.
Crazy point. Ooh, just caught the line. Took a little bit of pace off that first serve, just made sure that he made it. And he stays ahead, 3-2.
Bautista Agut leads 3 games to 2 per set. Shelton leads 2 sets to love.
Yeah, and if you're Ben Shelton, you want to try to get off this court in straight sets.
15 love.
You want to save as much energy as you can for that potential third round.
30 love.
An ace like that will help the cause.
Of course, the US Open quarterfinal here 12 months ago, and the final of Houston earlier this year.
Yeah, one thing I know is it'll be an absolute show. Just this dialed in and this much confidence from Frances Tiafoe in a long time, you know, and as we said, making the finals of Cincinnati and then now winning 2 matches here at the US Open. He looks dialed in, but so does Shelton. But has something to prove. He wants to show that he can beat him. As you said, he's lost the last 2 times.
Game Shelton.
So you're picking Frances.
New balls,
Just
please.
for clarity here.
I might have to pick Frances on that one, but either way, 3 guys will be balling.
15 love.
In this match, but none so far in the third. Yes, a Shelton special around the net post.
They got their popcorn out, their honey deuces. You've seen so much jump and whip on the Shelton forehand. I had a feeling as soon as that went around the net, he was going to find a way to have a doozy.
To hurdle his bench as well.
That's young. That's it. Game Bautista.
Slightly misjudged that. Ben Shelton.
Bautista
Good
Agut
stop
leads
from
4
RBA.
games to 3, third set.
15-30 down there,
Shelton
but
needs
is
two
able to
sets
come
to
through the game. And again, Shelton will be serving from behind at 3-4. Followed by Berrettini, Fritz on Armstrong. So 4 really good matches to come later on tonight. Novak Djokovic currently out on ash at the moment, just having a little hit. Still got the knee support on.
Hitting with 2 players on the other side, so doing a little 2-on-1 drills to get ready for tonight. Ben Shelton, as you said.
Some game.
Yeah,
just like the rest of this set, really, before Bautista Agut knows it, the balls are back in his hands. Just 1 minute and 12 seconds on the clock for that one. Was, of course, after this set, both Ben Shelton and Roberto Bautista Agut would have been allowed a 10-minute break, but the temperature has obviously dropped just below 30 degrees.
30-15.
From Ben Shelton, I was kind of willing him forward to just finish it off at the net.
Yeah, I was thinking he was going to come in as well, but he hit about 3 or 4 winners in that point before he ultimately hit the final one to get the break. That was just too good from Ben Shelton. Look at the shape over the net. Absolutely money.
So he will serve for the match in a few moments' time.
I
thought that might have been his biggest of the day, but just 2 miles an hour off it. Bautista Agut. How good has he been at the net today? That is now 21 of 28 points won today.
Very much, Shelton.
141 miles an hour with the ace to finish it off for Ben Shelton. His quickest serve of the match, a statement performance from the young American. And into round 3 he goes. Get the popcorn, get the honey juices at the ready, because it's Shelton against Tiafoe again.
I mean, what an absolutely baller performance from Ben Shelton. 2 hours and 8 minutes. And to finish it off with 141 mile an hour serve down the tee. It almost looked like it was so easy for him to hit that serve as well.